Next up is Coasterologist Coaster number 9 and the second of 9 coasters we'll be rating at Hersheypark, Skyrush. Skyrush is Hersheypark's brutal Intamin prototype wing coaster that opened to the public on May 26, 2012. It cost about $25 million and became the park's 12th coaster and was built over Spring Creek in what became the Hollow, right next to the old wooden coaster Comet. Foundations for the supports were driven as deep as 120 feet into the ground to hold the forces they'd have to sustain. Skyrush climbs a steep 50-degree cable lift to 200 feet in roughly 15 seconds, then dumps you over a near vertical 85-degree first drop that bottoms out with a measured 212-foot drop from the creek floor. You'll hit 75 miles per hour and peak positive G-forces around 5 at the bottom. From there, the 3,600-foot yellow track over the creek never lets up. 4 high-speed bank turns, 5 airtime hills, and relentless laterals. The ride time is only about a minute, with intense drop-to-brake stretch packing 9 elements into roughly 40 seconds. What makes Skyrush unique is truly the trains. Riders sit in a unique Intamin winged layout, 2 seats over the track and 2 outer wing seats hanging off the sides with almost no floor underneath them. So the outer seats give a full open-air 270-degree view and much more violent sense of being flung sideways. The experience itself is short, dense, and aggressive. The cable lift is fast and quiet compared to a chain lift. The first drop is a pure free fall slam that can gray people out, while the turns and laterals, especially on the wings, whip and crush you sideways. While there's no inversions, it's just raw speed and positive G's that pin you, negative G's that try to yank you out of your seat, and that out of control, this thing wants to kill me intensity that coaster enthusiasts still rave about. Skyrush was the tallest, fastest, and longest coaster at Hersheypark until Candemonium arrived in 2020, but has stayed a polarizing favorite, praised for its pure aggression while cursed by some for occasional roughness. So now, before we rate it, let's go for a ride.
Flight 2012, clear for takeoff.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy crap. Oh, Jesus. This thing's rough. Oh my God. Oh, jeez.
And now, let's rate Skyrush, starting with comfort, where I'll give it a 7. The 2024 new contoured seats and restraints fix the infamous thigh crush pain for most riders. The forces still dig in during the strong positives, and the seats aren't very plush, but at least you can marathon it now without any agony. For onloading or positive Gs, we'll give it an 8. The hard, sustained crushers, especially the 5G pullout at the bottom of the first drop and the valleys after the airtime hills, they hit hard and feel heavy, with some gray out potential in the right seats. For airtime, we'll give it a 6. The 5 hills are powerful with some sustained ejector airtime that feels like the train is trying to throw you clear. The back row wing seats amp it up even further. Spinning, it gets a 1. 0 inversions, 0 spins, 0 rolls. It's a pure force-based hyper layout, no spinning elements at all. For theming, we'll give it a 4. It's sadly minimal. With the location over Spring Creek in the Hollow, it gives some natural scenery. It's still basically a bare-bones thrill machine with yellow track and blue supports, no deep story or immersion at all. For easing, we'll give it a 6. The main layout is dense, aggressive, and tightly paced with sharp, sudden shifts between ejector and positives. It feels relentless and a bit violent, and it's definitely shaky and rough in the high G sections. It eases off only at the very end on that final slow turn into the brakes. It's definitely not buttery, smooth, intimate elegance. It's more raw and abrupt. Finally, for overall rating, we'll give it a 6. It's still a top tier intensity machine and one of the strongest pure force hypers out there. I would rate it higher if it was maybe 30 seconds longer, had some theming given its great location over Spring Creek, and was a little easier on the body with the laterals. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.